Okay, welcome back. Sorry for the interruption. We are talking about how to navigate and how to make use of MetaTrader 4. And this is the introductory aspect of how to make use of MetaTrader 4. So we'll be talking about how to pick a trade that's for an entry and how to place your take profit and also how to place your stop loss on every trade which you are picking or entering on a MetaTrader 4 platform. And we all know that before you can trade through the global financial market, you need a platform where you can, which you will use to access the market. And MetaTrader 4 or 5 is the ideal platform for you to make use of to access the global financial market. So these are the following advantages which you will be getting from the use of MetaTrader 4. And this number one is it gives you access to all financial instruments in the market, which includes the forex, that's the forex exchange, commodity market, the indices market, and the cryptocurrency market. So intuitive design and easy handling with multiple graphics is also part of the advantages of MetaTrader 4. And it gives room for creating individual workspace to customize your workspace if you like, maybe you are into making use of green candle for bull trade or for buying, and for selling you are into red candle, you can make use of it. Some people are into black and white, some are into blue and red. So it gives you room for customization of your workspace, and you can also use automated trading. You can also use automated trading experts to trade with the MetaTrader 4. So this includes on our platform the auto charting and some other trading experts that you, and all these are embedded under the MetaTrader 4. So let's move on. How do you download or how to install a MetaTrader 4 on your system? How to use a MetaTrader 4 on your system? One, you use a MetaTrader 4 you download a MetaTrader 4, you go to your client portal, that's your website, that's www.puprime.com, which you are seeing on the screen right now. Which you are seeing on the screen right now, that's www.puprime.com. And you click on, when you sign in, that's you input your email address and you input your password in your client portal space. Then when it opens, you see your home address, your account, fund, promotion, auto chatting, downloads, and contact. So for the MetaTrader 4, you click on the software which your system is actually using, and you click download. So it brings you to this page. So it brings you to the next page. Now, after your download, you click either your Windows for people using Windows 10, Windows 7, and all the Windows software. Then for Mac OS, that's for that's Apple. All right. Sorry, my system wasn't sharing to you guys. I hope you can all see this now. Okay, for the MetaTrader 4, you click on the software which your system is actually using. If you are using for Windows, then you click on Windows. If you are using Mac Pro or any Apple software, any Apple system you are using, then click on this software. So for the Android user, you click on the Android tablet, and for iPhone, you click on the icon that is here. And after you have clicked it, it will bring you to a page where you will see how to install your MetaTrader 4. Then after installation, then you get to this. It takes you to this page. That's the next slide. So it takes you to the next slide, which is this point for you to input your login and your password and also server. And all this will be sent to you via the email after you have registered on our platform, that's the Pacific Union client portal. So after you have done all this, you will receive a mail from us about your login details, that's on your MetaTrader for demo or for a live. So for a live, you have 6 digits which will be sent to you via your email. That's for live, and for demo account, you have 9 digits that will be sent to you. And it all starts for a demo, it starts from 100, but for a live, it starts with 660 or 61. So if you have a live account, then you input your information in this column. That's for the login. Then you put the password sent to you through via the and the server, which are also sent attached with the here also. So after you have done all this, you click on login. When you have successfully logged in, you will see beside, you will see where my cursor is pointing to. You see successful login, isn't it? So for a successful, to show this successful login, it means that your information has been accepted. So in order to check if you have logged in successfully, you see the bar. This will show up in green, and the other one will also show up in blue. But if you didn't input the information correctly, then you'll be seeing this. You'll be seeing a red and a red bar below, and if you keep getting invalid account. I hope all are with me. You keep getting this invalid account, and when you have successfully logged in, then this will actually pop up. But don't forget, please, if you are in the African zone, your server will be PU Pacific Union INT forward, and that's sorry, minus live or for demo. But this is for the for people that are outside the African zone. So make sure when you want to input your information on the server, let it be INT, not LLC. So it must be Pacific Union INT, then minus live or minus demo. Put that in mind. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Let's move on to the next slide. So I hope all is being understood on how to log your information from the email on this particular on your MetaTrader on with Pacific Union, which you actually have downloaded previously. So moving on, when it has been accepted, you can see at the bottom of you can see it at the bottom of this screen that is showing a green at the top, a green bar at the top, and a blue bar below. So that means that your account, your details have been successfully accepted on this MetaTrader platform which you are going to be using. So when you open it, it shows four trading windows. That's four charts. This one for USD CHF, the second for AUD card, the third one for SGD, and that's Singapore dollar and yen. Then the fourth one for Euro Singapore dollar. So when you open this information showing your life at the top, then you have files, start, chart, tool, and help. So all these are essentials, and we are getting to how to make use of all this information very shortly. So let's move on to the main menu. The main menu, which is here, this is the what main menu. How to navigate and how to make use of all these informations here. So when you have, it tells you that it gives you access to the program menu and settings of your MetaTrader. Then it give you quick access to futures and settings of your MetaTrader. So this is where the toolbars are. When you click on view, then you will see when it drops, you will see toolbars. So it gives you, okay, if you want to erase all these that are here, box, then that is where you are going to be erasing them to, as you don't want them to be seen on this metaphor. So that is where you'll be doing that for the toolbars, and also for your window chart, which is earlier said. This is your window chart, and if you it brings out the numbers, the which you have actually open. So if you have multiple charts that you have opened, on this account, this person has opened four charts. If you have like 11 charts, then once you click on this, everything will be arranged properly in this window, in this chart window. So, and for the next one, the information, the chart window gives historical performance of the price of a particular financial instrument which you are actually trading on or you are about to trade on. So the market watch window is this column here, this box here, this green box. This is the market, as you can see at the top here, the top left corner actually, you can see market watch, and it's financial which are all available on Pacific Union platform, which are more than what you are seeing here. So if you log in for trader on your system, so you will get how to use market watch soon. So let's move on. And for the navigator window, you give access to the specifics for your strategy. Don't use your account if you are putting on Meta for there. So you can have as much, you can have like account in the you can have one live account or two live accounts on your trader. All will be navigator window and all the because you have been using in this navigator is where the navigator window shows up. And you can see Pacific Union what MT4 and that shows the account then Pacific Union it is like if you are not seeing INT, then it means you have inputted a wrong information or wrong data on your account on this metaphor. So please make sure this LLC is showing as INT on your system. So when you have this, you have your account, which is your account name, and when you see a green icon of a green user icon, it means demo account. Then if you see a yellow or an orange user icon, then it shows that that is a live account. Then we have the indicators that are we have the chart advisors like the auto charting, the MACD, and the moving average. So if you have more than this, if you have the RSI, the Ichimoku, stochastic, that is on any of the charts, it will be what? It will be. So let's move on. And you have the terminal window, which shows your trade that you have opened and your the historical event which have taken place on that particular account. It also shows the news that is being dropped on every metaphor trading platform. So this is where your terminal window is at the low bottom, is at the
Okay, so we'll be going through a live chat soon to see what we have actually been saying, since for you to understand more on what we have been talking about. Then from there we'll now pick a trade on our account. So from there, we pick a trade on our account. We place a stop loss and a take profit, and we'll navigate you on how to take profit through your trading, through your metaphor trading account. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, I said this this is where your market watch is. This is actually your market watch where my cursor is showing up on. So you can see above it, you have your what? You have market watch. And for the toolbars, which I was telling you about, when you click on views, you have your what? Toolbars. When it pops up, you see standard. When you click on standard, uncheck the standard, what happens? Both the time frame and all other instrument that is being used, as the order and the auto trading are gone, isn't it? So when you check it back, it comes back on. And for the chart, when you click on chart, all these that are here, the candlestick pattern, the bar chart, the line chart, all will be disappeared they will disappear from your screen. So as you can see, you can't see them anymore. So that is how to use the what? That is how to use the toolbar. So let's check it back to understand what we are saying. So as you can see, you can see the line chart, you can see the bar chart, the candlestick pattern, the line chart, the zoom in, zoom out, and the chart window, which we actually spoke about earlier. So when you click on the market, the chart window, you can see this person has this trading account as what? Has multiple charts being opened on it. So you can see if anyone that you wish to check, you just maximize it and it pops up on your screen. So this is your market watch, which you can pick any trade. You can pick any trade ranging from your forex to your indices to your stock to commodities like gold and up to your cryptocurrency. So these are the instruments, and they are seen in the market watch. They are all seen in the market watch. So this is the what? This is the navigator. And the navigator, I said earlier that it is what? It is where your account details is embedded, and also the indicators which you are using on your MetaTrader account. So this person has a whole lot of indicators on. So when you come on with Pacific Union, I guess there are premium softwares which are available for every trader which have a funded account with Pacific Union. And if you want to make use of these softwares, we have packages for all our traders and all our clients out there. So if you are coming in to be a VVIP client, you are getting the best software in the market. So this is also a little of what you are going to be getting from Pacific Union. So, and AutoChartist is something that is very superb when you are using it on your MetaTrader trading account, both on your phone and on your system. So it scans the market, tells you the area of entry and take profit, and it doesn't pick trades for you. And one of the most sweetest thing about AutoChartist is it also gives you signal. So you can come on when you come on board, that is when you can have it. So if you are funding from $4,000, $5,000 to $10,000 with Pacific Union, you are getting the best signal in the market. And none of our VVIP clients has this and still complains about trading again. So when you come on board with us, that is what you'll be getting. So let's move on to how to use the toolbars. So we are still on the toolbars, and when you click line studies, what happens? All the instruments that will be used to navigate to show your trend line, your support and resistance, the crosshair, all has been removed from the screen. So when you uncheck it back and you check it back, what happens? It pops up. So these are your line study. So when you click on, this is the cursor, this is the crosshair, this is the vertical line, your horizontal line, your trend line, this is the channel, there's the channel line, your Fibonacci, and this is your text. So if you want to input anything on your chart, you just click on the text and you input it. So let's move on to the next one, which is how to pick a trade on your Meta4 trading account. So the pair which we will be picking a trade on, I guess all that are watching are using their demo account for now. So let's practice it on our demo, and afterwards we can now move on to our live account. So for you to open to pick a trade, you can see here we have your new order. So you click on your new order, but you click on your new order, and when you want to, you see it will show up like this. You have your chart of how the price is moving for you to know, okay, is actually going up or is coming down. Then you have your symbols. The symbols is if you don't want to trade GBP CHF, you can click on it and select the instrument of your choice. So when you click on it, it comes down and shows all the instruments which is available at your beck and call. So you also see the volume. Volume is the lot size which you want to actually trade with. And when you click on the volume, what happens? You see your the minimum, the micro lot size, you see the mini lot size, and the standard lot size. So it is best to, for beginners, it is best Okay, for beginners, it is best to use the micro lot size. Okay, so I guess you can all see my screen now. So as we are saying, this is you want to pick a trade. You picking a trade on the Pacific Union Meta4 trading platform. Then you click on new order. When you click on new order, you have your moving chart here, and you have your symbols, which we earlier said that you can, if you don't want to choose this GBP CHF, then you can actually choose any instrument of your choice. And when you click on the volume, you have your micro lot size, your mini lot size, and your standard lot size. So for beginners, it is best to use the micro lot size. So when this is your stop loss and this is your take profit. So when you come to these types, you see two orders there. You have the market execution, that's instant execution. So is when you have a signal of sell now, then it is market execution, that is instant order. Then if you have buy limit, sell limit, or buy stop, sell stop, then you click on the pending order, and you come down here to types. Then you click on this bar arrow down. Then you click on the limit order, which they have actually prescribed for you to pick a trade with. So if you are picking a trade on buy limit, then you click buy limit. If you are picking a trade on sell limit, you click sell limit. If it's for a buy stop or a sell stop, then you click them. And let's click for a buy limit, because the market is actually heading down then. So let's click for a buy limit. So at this point, you check, you minimize, then use your crosshair. Click on your crosshair on your system, then you come down. Okay, we are expecting that the market will actually come down to this area before moving back up. So if you are going to place a buy limit, you place it slightly below that area. And what is the area is 1.227 726. So you go back to this is actually the new order that we actually wanted to place for. So when you minimize, it shows down here at this left bottom corner. So you click on it back, then we have our what, our buy limit order at 1.22762. So when you click on place, what happens? You see the magic that happens. Can you see it now? So we have actually successfully placed a trade, and it will notify you that the trade has been successfully placed. So if you don't have, if it's not showing successful, it will either show no enough money or what, invalid trade. So if it's showing you invalid trade, I guess is either you have input a wrong information on that particular trade. So this, we are trading on 1 hour here, and we have placed a buy limit order below. So buy limit and sell limit. Buy limit, for a buy limit order, it is when the price is you are placing a limit or an execution below the current market price. As you can see on your screen, this is the current market price at 1.23187, right? And it's moving 1.23188, 1.23189. So this is the current market price, and we have placed our buy limit below the current market price because we are anticipating that the price will come down before retracing or moving back up. So we place our buy limit at 1.22762. So that is where our buy limit is. That is for buy limit. Buy limit are always what? Below the current market price. And for a sell limit, the sell limits are always above the current market price, because the price has gone down and it is actually going back to the upside. So it's like retracing back to the upside, and you're anticipating that, okay, when it gets to this zone, it will actually drop. So instead of you placing an instant order, why don't you place a sell limit when you know that the market will actually drop at that zone? So you place a sell limit above the current market price. Then for a buy stop is when you are buying above the current market price, because the price is still going up and you are anticipating, okay, to still buy for a moment. So at this point now, this is my crosshair, as you can see on the screen. This is my crosshair. So it means that you are expecting the price to come up to this place. So you place a buy stop at this point. So let's place all those orders for a buy. Don't forget, when you are actually placing a new order, always check your volume, because when you place an order with an higher lot size, like mini lot size of 0.2 or 1.0, then if you are placing another trade and you don't check this volume, then you are actually entering into a danger zone, and we don't want that for you in Pacific Union. So always check that, and remind yourself of getting your volume to be at the micro lot size. So we have placed a buy limit. Now we've spoken about the sell limit. So for a sell limit now, we are anticipating that price will come to this area, isn't it? This area of 1.2. Okay. Okay, let's use this. Yeah. The point of 1.23708. 1.23708. So that is where our sell limit order is going to be placed. So we have placed our sell limit, and you can see it is written sell limit 0.01. Don't forget, for beginners, you are to use micro lot size. And what happens? It's indicated that the trade has been successfully what? Executed. So we have placed that for a sell limit, and you can see for yourself the sell limit is what? Is above the current market price, and the buy limit is what? Below the current market price. So let's see what happens when we are using a new order on buy stop and sell stop. Like I said, I will still keep reminding you, always check your what? Your volume before placing any trade, whether on your phone or on your system. So we are going to stick to what? The pending order. Now the types, click on what? Buy stop. Now we are taking a what? A buy stop. Why? Because we feel that okay, when the price gets to this point and is pulling back up, then what happens? We want to make advantage of that pullback to this upside. Then okay, you don't want to place a buy, an instant order of buy, because you are seeing some movement in the market which is not pleasant to you. So for a buy stop, you can place it here around this place. So always remember, buy stop is when is you placing a buy above the current market price. The difference between buy stop and buy limit is below the current market price, and buy stop is what? Above the current market price. So this is for a buy stop, and buy stop is at what? 1.23387. So 1.23338 what? 87. And when you place it, what happens? It shows up for what? As a what? Buy stop. And don't forget, the notification still pops up. Now we want to place for a what? Sell stop. A sell stop is okay, the price is pushing down and is pulling down, and you missed out on the first entry. Maybe it's moving from the previous zone of resistance heading towards the support zone, and you want to what? You want to make advantage of the current sell, but you missed out on the first one, so you want to make advantage. Then you click what? You click on your new order again. Don't forget your volume, and click on type, market, execution, or pending order. Click on pending orders. Then what? You click on sell stop. I hope we are all understanding what is going on now, right? And for everyone that is just joining us soon, we are talking about how to pick a trade on MetaTrader 4 with Pacific Union on Pacific Union platform. We've spoken about the introductory part of what MetaTrader 4 really is, and why MetaTrader 4 is actually is. So now we are talking about how to pick a trade and how to input your stop loss, take profit on MetaTrader 4. And we have spoken about the navigation on how to use MetaTrader 4. That's the market watch navigation, navigator, the terminal window, chart window, and your main menu, and so on. So now we are heading towards how to place a sell stop. We have placed a buy limit order, we have a sell limit order, and we have a buy stop order. So for the buy limit order, we spoke that the buy limit is always below the current market price, because you're expecting you're expecting the price to go down to that area before pulling back to the upside. Then for a buy stop, you missed out on this area for the pull up. Then you want to make advantage of the push up. Then you place a buy stop order on that trade. Then for a sell limit, it's always above the current market price for a sell limit, but for a buy stop is always for a buy stop is always above the current market price. So for those that are just joining now, please note that buy limit below the current market price, buy stop above the current market price. Then for a sell stop is always above the current market price, because your anticipation is the price will pull up to that area or the zone, that's the strong zone which you have mapped out for yourself, then before dropping to the downside or to continue the trend which is actually on. So that's for a buy, for a sell limit. So this is our sell limit order which we have placed, and this is our buy stop order which we have actually executed, and we have our buy limit order here. So now we are going into the what? The sell stop order. And like I said, I will keep reminding you, don't forget your volume. Always place your trade on 0.01. Don't be too aggressive to change this to higher lot size depending on the capital which you are bringing in. So for our buy stop order, as you can see, the market is what is pushing down. So we are going to be taking advantage of it at this zone for a sell stop order. Sorry. So at this zone of 1.23 thousand, that's 30000. So let's place it on our demo account. So now when you place it, what happens? It shows up here, and after that, you see it was actually trying to pick up, but what it has successfully picked our order. So you can see the four orders in the type of pending orders that is on the MetaTrader 4. So we have the what? The buy limit, we have the sell limit above, the buy limit below, the sell limit above, your buy stop above, and your sell stop below. Why? Because your sell stop, you're anticipating the price will push down and you want to make advantage of that push. So you place a sell stop order. Don't forget that. So that is that. So for your what? For your take profit and stop loss. So while you were while we were inputting this trade, you know, if you notice, we didn't input any stop loss or take profit, but you can do that. You don't need to worry. You can do that manually. So how do you do that? You click. You let when your cursor rests on that particular line or order which you have placed, let the cursor also show a arrow showing an upward move and a downward move, which is drag to what? Drag to modify. So if it shows this, that's for the sideways, then it is not for the modification of that order. But if it shows for a up and a down movement, then it shows for what? For the modification of that particular order which you have placed. So, but please always remember that when you want to drag for a sell, the stop loss will always be what? Above the order which you have placed. And for a buy, the stop loss is always what? Below. Why? Because you are selling and the price is going what? Going down. And you are buying because the price is what? Pushing up. So if you are selling now, your stop loss will what? Will be above your current order. Then if you are buying, your stop loss will be below your current order. So for this sell limit order, we are dragging the stop loss above. So yes, for a quick reminder, these orders, you can't adjust them manually without you what? Disrupting that order which you have actually placed, except the market picks it up before you can what? Before you can adjust it. So let's place an instant order so we can actually understand what we have been talking about and what you are going to be getting while you are placing your take profit or your stop loss manually through your system. So for this market now, for this trade, I'll be placing a buy. You can see your sell and your buy. So I'm placing a buy here. So you see it has successfully executed my order. So For me to adjust my stop loss will be what? Will be going down. For a buy, my stop loss will be down. So as you can see the SL. You can see the SL on this, right? The SL, that's stop loss. And you can see the minus, that's the minus of how much you are going to be losing for the trade which you have actually picked. And you see the pips which it is equivalent to. So my stop loss will be below this actual candle. So for this candle, my stop loss will be at this point. That's the beginning of this of this third candle to the present one. So when you place it, when you actually drop it, what happens? You modify order. But for some, it will just instantly what? Place that, and you hear a sound that you have actually what? Placed an order. So that's for the what? For the sell, for the stop loss. So that's for the stop loss. Mr. Martins, you are welcome. We have been talking about how to make use of MetaTrader 4. So for the stop loss, we have this as our stop loss. Then we are going to adjust it, modify it for what? For our take profit. So let's move this up. So we are moving this. We are expecting that the price will pull up to this area of our sell limit, right? So, but before it hits our sell limit, let's actually make some profit before it gets to our sell limit. So we are expected to make how much? We are expected to make at least 3 points. For our stop loss, we have $4 that will be lost if the market gets to that area. But for our take profit, we can actually take our profit at $4 also. So before getting to $4, you can actually take your profit out. Then when you place this is actually 30. This is actually 30 pips to your order. So when you place this order, it gives you this for those that have modified their metaphor to this point. But for some, you just hear the sound of the order, and when you place it, it notifies you that yes, you have actually placed the take profit. So that is that on how to place a trade for a buy, for a sell stop, sell limit, buy limit, and buy stop. Now we have placed for a buy, right? So let's place for a sell also on this demo account. Please make sure that you are trading with your demo currently, not with your live. So we are practicing with the demo to know how to place a trade on our demo account. So always remember your volume. Always remember the volume, and don't let it exceed 0.01 as a beginner. So let's place for a sell. We have placed for a sell. So this is our sell order, our instant execution on sell. So we want to modify this order now for our take profit. So your take profit will be above, not below. Will be below, sorry, not above. For a sell, will be below, not above. But for a buy, the take profit will be above, not below. So for a sell, our take profit will be below. So we are moving this take profit towards the buy limit order, or at the buy limit order. So when we place it, it is automatically it has automatically registered it here as our take profit. Then we modify order. Then we click on OK. So for the stop loss, we click on this and drag to the upside also. So we are expecting that at this price, at this point, then the market should take me out if it moves to the upside. So as you can see, your stop loss has also been registered here Then when you click on modify order, it automatically modifies your order, and you click on OK. So we have actually done all the orders that are on the MetaTrader 4. And don't forget, some people keep calling me that I placed an order and it's not picking. Why? It depends on the order which you place. So if you are placing for a pending order, if the market price have not gotten to that area, then your order will not be picked. But if it gets to that area, it will be picked, and that is when you can also modify manually for your take profit and your stop loss. So for you to take partial profit or partial loss, then you have to be trading with somewhat 0.03, for example. So you can't modify a volume which have been placed already, or except you have to place a new order. So when you are placing a new order of 0.03, for you to take a partial profit for a buy or for a sell. So for a buy, let's take for a buy. So when you are taking a partial profit of this or a partial loss of this, what happened? Let's drag the stop loss above. Okay, so if you want to take a partial profit, so to take a partial profit, after you have done this, so for you to take a partial profit, you actually click so for the profit, then you come here. So we have placed for a buy on GBP CHF. So for you to modify, you can click this page. What happens? It shows here. Then if you want to modify for the take profit, the take profit, that's partial profit or partial loss. So let's zoom in. Now this is our buy. This is our buy for the 0.03. So this is your take profit for the 0.03. So you have it here. You click modify. Then for your stop loss, then you drag it down towards this downside. So you have it here, and when you click on it, it places the stop loss. So if you want to modify order, what happens? You click on this, and whatever you input in this column is the partial profit or your partial loss of the initial loss size which you are using. So when you click 0.02, so it means you are taking partial profit of 0.02 or partial loss. Okay, so modify order. Or yeah, close order. So you come to close order, then you click what? 0.02. So it means you want to take partial profit of what? 0.02 or partial loss of 0.02. Then you click here. That's close by. Then you click. When you click close by, then you click on this. Why? Because this is the order for This is the order for the buy, isn't it? So you click on close order. So when you close order, what happens? It's closed successfully. That's so you have what? You have 0.01 still what? Still running for you. So you have 0.02, sorry, still running for you on this particular trade. I hope all this is understood. So if you want to modify this now, that okay, you want to take partial loss again, you click again, you come to modify order. When you click on modify order, so you can't modify order than that. So I guess that is understood for the partial loss and partial profit. So you come to when you click on that particular trade or the order which you have placed, then because this is 0.01, so you can't modify order. But if you have 0.03 or 0.05 that you are trading on, then you click modify order and you click close buy. So if you want to close all the multiple, you also click on close multiple. So that is that on how to pick a trade. And I hope we all enjoyed this section of how to trade with our MetaTrader 4 on our system, how to download, how to install, and also how to navigate on our MetaTrader 4. So once again, for the recap of what has been taught today, we spoke on how to download our MetaTrader 4. So when you go to your client portal, you click, you input your information, and after inputting your information, what happens? You click on the device which you are actually using, either for your phone, for iPad or Android, or for system which is Windows or Mac OS. Then if you have done that, then you come to the next one, which is how to log in on your MetaTrader 4 if you have successfully installed your MetaTrader 4. And if you have successfully installed your MetaTrader 4, what do? You input your information. Always remember the live account details start with 6, and there are 6 numbers. So for the demo account, it starts with 100, and there are 9 numbers that will appear. And on Pacific Union send you your client, your demo account info and your live account information to your email. So you click on it, you open your email, you click on the email, you input your informations, including the server will also be sent. So and always remember, the server for African zone is Pacific Union INT live or demo, not Pacific Union LLC. So if you have successfully logged in, you have a green bar at the top and a blue bar below. But if you have not successfully logged in, you have a red bar both, and with a notification of invalid account. And when it actually opens, what happens? You see this popping up on your screen. You see the chart window. This is the chart window. Then you have you have your main menu. This is your main menu. Then you have your the toolbars. These are your toolbars. This is your market watch, your navigator, and your terminal window. So this is your This is your terminal window. Then you go to the next. We spoke about what main menu are used for. Toolbars, the toolbars which includes your crosshair, your which includes how to use your crosshair, your trend line, and among others. Then your chart window, the trades which you have actually opened. Then your market watch, which include all that is on the that's the instrument which you have on Pacific Union. But when you open it newly, you have like 4 or 8 instruments that is showing there. So you right click. When you right click, you come to show all, and when you left click on it, it actually shows all the instruments that we have trading and that is being traded on Pacific Union. So that is that on how to use the MetaTrader. Please fund your live account to make use of, to make good trading opportunities. Like I said earlier, Pacific Union has a very good premium software for both beginners and for the beginners. That's for the basic clients, and for our classic clients, for our executive clients, our VIP clients, and VVIP clients. But the best of all softwares is that of the what? Of our VVIP client, because they get a whole lot of opportunities with that software which is given to them. So if you want to make more trading profitability and trading profitably with Pacific Union, come and fund with the VVIP package, because the VVIP package gives you all, and it also gives you access to what? To sit one-on-one with our country manager, to chat one-on-one with him, and to also know some great ways of how to make profit in the global financial market. So the VVIP package comes with a very good trading and profitable opportunity. So make sure you fund your live account and make sure it is working and it is well doing. So please, Pacific Union is a brokerage firm that you can trust and you can also work with for a long profitable period of time. And we still have a whole lot of benefits that we are going to be sharing together as partners. So for the VVIP clients, the funding starts from 5,000 upwards. So, and when you fund your account with $10,000, you are getting the softwares free. You are getting the softwares free, and there are some other softwares that Pacific Union will be paying for on your behalf. So you can see the suitable part of trading with Pacific Union as a VVIP client. So my name once again remains Bello Yusuf, and I am happy to take you on. It's a privilege taking you on this topic. And also, please make sure, don't forget what I earlier said. Your volume should be